My mom hijacked my 8th birthday and turned it into my little sister's princess party. I stood there watching strangers praise her while my name wasn't even on the cake. Years later, Mom called me sobbing, asking why I abandoned the family. I almost laughed. My parents split when I was 4, and Mom had custody. Dad worked a lot and visited when he could. When he showed up, he made time for me. Mom saved her energy for my sister. I was the older kid who was supposed to understand, meaning shut up and make it easy. For my 8th birthday, Mom promised a small party with my friends. Chocolate cake, blue icing. I invited 6 kids and actually felt excited. The morning of, I waited by the porch in a stupid button-up she picked out. Then a horse trailer pulled into our driveway. Pink streamers went up. Purple plates hit the table. A banner read, "Our little princess." Next, little girls in tiaras walked past me, eyes forward. After that, my sister ran out in Cinderella blue, squealing. Then Mom waved me aside so the pony could squeeze through. Again, every gift bag went straight into my sister's hands. Finally, I saw the cake pastel flowers, no blue icing, no my name. I pulled Mom aside and whispered, "Where are my friends?" She didn't even look at me. They couldn't make it. Be happy we're celebrating as a family. Then she added, sharp and low, "Don't ruin this." I sat on the steps while my sister rode the pony to applause. One mom asked if I wanted a turn. Mom cut in fast. "Oh, he's not interested. He's too grown up." Gifts piled up in my sister's lap. Princess toys, horse dolls, more photos. The only thing with my name on it was a small package from Dad, and Mom shoved it aside like clutter. Dad arrived late and froze the second he stepped into the yard. "Whose party is this?" he asked. Mom smiled like she was proud. "It's for both of them. They're sharing." Dad looked at the banner, then at me. "That's not sharing." He went to his car and came back with a big box. He handed it to me right there in the pink chaos. Brand new bike, the one I'd been begging for. Mom's face tightened. "Really? You're spoiling him." Dad didn't blink. "It's his birthday." That day flipped a switch in my head. I stopped expecting warmth from her. Dad left overseas for work when I was 9, and Mom's house became my sister's stage. I got a weekend job as soon as I could and hid my money. When I talked about college, Mom called me selfish and said I'd come crawling back. At 18, I left with one backpack and a couple $100. I took a bus to a bigger city and tried to act confident. Within an hour, someone stole my bag in a cafe. Money, clothes, laptop, ID gone. I slept at a bus station, then on park benches, then under an overhang behind a closed shop. I kept my phone in my pocket and my eyes half open. I begged for work everywhere. Most places wanted online applications and paperwork I didn't have. Then I found a small family restaurant. The owner stared at me like I was trouble. "We don't hire strangers," he said. I came back the next day and offered to work for food. He still hesitated. So that night, I swept the sidewalk outside his place without being asked. Next morning, he saw it, sighed, and unlocked the door. "Fine," he said. "One shift, prove it." I proved it. Dishwater, grease, aching hands, no complaining. He fed me leftovers at closing. A week later, he started slipping me cash. 2 weeks later, he offered a cot in a tiny upstairs room. It was the first time I slept without listening for footsteps. Months later, Dad came back home for good and went to Mom's house looking for me. She shrugged. He wanted to leave. He's dramatic. Dad lost it, and my sister finally said what everyone saw. "It's true," she told Mom. "You were harder on him." Dad tracked me down 2 days later. I walked out of the kitchen and saw him. He didn't yell. He just hugged me like he'd been carrying a rock in his chest. "Come live with me," he said. "Let me do this right." So I did. With Dad, life got stable. New documents, a savings account, applications filled out at the kitchen table. I got into a small college, then built a career. My sister eventually escaped Mom's pressure too. Mom started calling with a softer voice, talking about how empty the house felt now that her audience was gone. I kept things polite and distant. I didn't need revenge. I needed peace. The kid she treated like background noise grew up and built a life without her approval. So, what would you do if your own parent erased you like that?